was so damn dead, I'd shoot you again. You're not going anywhere.
Prepare for battle.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. We are into our first game of the TO3 between Thunder Predator and the side of Team Aster. And it is, of course, MLP, Dota, and Black. Looks like we have an immediate 5-man smoke out from Thunder Predator. The mid lane, so we might have to just wait to see how you're doing, but the smoke has broken. White Album.
Storm has been caught out. No upper venom though, so they can't catch up.
How are you doing, Black?
It's decent. I just hydrated a little bit with about 500 milliliters of water. Perhaps I'll take another half liter in later. But scratch that. Another attempt possibly here for a little skirmish. It's gonna be a 4v5 though.
Still can skill up the tag team. They're trying to wrap around that. M needs to be very cautious, but Moose could not break the gap. Aster is still holding their ground. They really want this bounty rune. 10 seconds to go for it. Thunder Predator looks like they're going to be the ones to back out. They'll leave it be.
The battle
That'll
begins.
be that. No first blood yet.
Anti-Mage is predicting the lane correctly, or rather Thunder Predator is. As AM really wants to be matched up against the Timbersaw. He wants to avoid troll at all costs. So that lane swap is not going to do anything for Aster here. Thunder Predator still getting the lanes that they wanted to originally.
Well, I'm very glad you're here, Black, because you are the Anti-Mage expert. Now, I wanted to ask you straight away, is this a good Anti-Mage game for Thunder Predator?
It's not the easiest AM game I've ever seen. Lion is really good against AM once he gets his blink. Storm, you know, it can go either way. If you get a fast Orchid, then AM can be in trouble. And Troll AM matchup also is absolutely horrendous for AM. They picked it as a counter to Storm, but it's not an easy AM game, like, at all.
Fair enough. I mean, it was a very confident pick in the draft. They pretty much insta-picked it at the end. So Thunder Predator, they still seem very confident with it.
The thing is, AM doesn't actually lane that well against Timber, so we can already see him here struggling quite a bit, low half health. And it's not going to get easier as the levels in reactive armor get higher, and he gets his Orb of Corrosion. AM is going to struggle in this lane.
But he is seeing it, like I said. Alt lane. Frank ended up getting a little bit low there. There was an Earth Spike out by Mad. But he's got Monet on the Troll. Moves on the Tusk. I wonder with this bottom lane, in fact, hold that thought, because top lane, Phoenix going to drop very, very low, but not quite enough to die. Barely surviving JC.
Everybody and their mom have a Fairy Fire dispatch. Oh, going in again though.
Nice chains in from XXS. He secures the first blood for Aster. That was pretty much a max range chain, that level 1 chain, and very nice XXS. Very calculated.
Perfect start for him, using all his mana as well, so he can't get mana. How do you even say, mana broken? Wind range, a little bit of trouble here, but there's Wind Run.
You're right, he'll turn around onto White Album.
Be careful here.
Another attack out. White Album going to keep going. The T1 tower, not going to be enough. Eventually they'll get the kill, but White Album definitely getting the much better end of the trade. Leo, very confident to run back in like that.
Yeah, Leo still did not expect the double overload attack here, but that's not the worst ever. Like, he still gets the goal from the kill at least, and he will be able to just play the lane. It's not like he just got a solo kill and nothing happened. At least it was a trade.
That mid matchup as well, like, do you give the advantage to the Wind Ranger, or do you think White Album should have the advantage on this Storm?
Hold that thought really quick. Tactic coming out. Snowball. Easy kill. And regarding the matchup, Storm Spirit generally dominates Wind Ranger come mid-game. Any phase is a little rough for him sometimes, but as soon as you're 6, you can't die at all. I mean, low again.
This top lane is this top lane is really rough. I mean, you've said it many times, but Minos is not. He's farming, but they are losing a lot of HP and going through a lot of regen to be able to sustain themselves in this lane. It really is not getting any easier. it's
it's
just
only gonna get
getting much
harder.
worse.
Yep. For sure. And the Storm pick, you know, even though there's a counter by AM, he is completely free otherwise. And we have
Mid
seen
lane,
Storm's
White Album.
itemize.
Oh, he's gonna turn around. He's
Very
sounding
close.
up. He might survive this. Leo, snowball, Chad. Moose is gonna try and save the day. White Album will go down. Oh, Moose. Just classic
Nice
Moose
rotation
pass.
here. Otherwise, he would have died there on the Wind Ranger and it was solo kill for the Storm. And this is really the hero they need to shut down. Because he's the guy that's gonna make all the moves with a fast Orchid. He's the
You
guy
weren't so
Wind Ranger
damn
is
dead,
afraid
I'd
of.
shoot you
Because you're
again.
itemizing into Maelstrom most of the time, into BKB, but the Orc timing is much sooner than your BKB is. So that's why Wind Ranger is always having a tough time against Storm. These kills certainly help with that.
Very important. Being said, Leo is going to run all the way back to the fountain. Moose will take over the mid lane for a bit. Still looking at that top lane. XXS is having a great old time with the Timber, and bot lane, Spike fly out onto Frank. Frank, Hex up as well, not looking too healthy, and they drop. They have the damage. They should. He'll eat another Fairy Fire and will get out. Frank will survive. Aster unwilling to dive to tier 1.
Telling you, man, Fairy Fire meta. Everybody's juking the last couple of hits with that. It's been paying off so many times throughout this whole DPC.
Now Moose comes in. Gonna find over that 5-minute bounty rune, but here comes Frank with the swashbuckle. Now the shards out, just blocks the way. Matt will at least deny it off. He will get the deny, gets the heads down. He's gonna go for a run, but Moose does have the snowball to make sure he secures the kill. He's able to pick one up.
Denying the bounty rune here because he didn't expect to get the hacks off. Just came off cooldown. Better be safe than sorry. And if Tusk is both bounty runes, it's completely a terrible trade for them. AM top, still free farming, sort of. Well, not really free farming. Let's say farming. He's doing okay for himself.
Yeah, considering the circumstances. XXS, he's completely out of mana. They're gonna try and get a bit of damage out. Not gonna be too much, of course, reactive armor. A little bit too much armor on this Timber, but I suppose as long as XXS doesn't have mana available freely, it's gonna be a little bit safer in this lane.
Yeah, that's why people consider AM to be quite decent against Timbersaw, simply because Timber can't really be the aggressor in the lane. Until he gets his Soul Ring, of course. She now has, be a little bit careful on AM.
Mid lane, Leo. And moves again. Setting up a White Album. He's still not, he actually is level 6. He's just out of mana.
Not even, he was just completely locked down with the shackle shot and then the snowball. Maybe he was farming in camp and couldn't exactly see what happened, but unusual to die with the level 6 up against this combination.
Now bot lane moves, great rotation again right onto Monet. He is not level 6 yet. He'll get the whirling axes out, a great shards. Not going to be enough. Frank not going to follow up, but now the zip in. White Album zipping from way long away, and they will get the kill. Rockbuckle not enough, but now the shackles Leo. He will rotate and make sure they get a great trade out. White Album will run, but he's got mana. He took the lazy way and just zip away. They got the troll though.
Scrap away.
It's looking spicy.
Okay, interesting chain here. Maybe he thought he was level 25 there for a second.
Yeah,
But
maybe.
The pressure on AM is really mounting here. He's feeling the pain right now. He's still having a decent game though, so his battlefield timing shouldn't be too late. But again, fast Orchid on Storm will be very problematic. However, he has been quite shut down on their Storm Spirits. Good news for them.
You
So
weren't
trying to get
so damn
aggressive.
dead, I'd
Matt
shoot you
is
again.
around. He'll just drain some mana. Bring the
Radiant's
DP
middle
back up,
tower
Lan
is
M.
under
He's going to
attack.
join in, but Minos, he just seems fine. He's got the blink up. He could just blink at any moment.
Dire's turret
A
has
lot
been
of
killed.
rotations to try and secure an AM kill, and now they get the silence on the Phoenix, but well, MDZ, he's just going to walk away.
Yeah, he's still got a big stick as well. Always got to be careful there. A lot of counterplay potential.
A lot of wasted time here for Aster at that top
Dire's
lane.
middle tower is under attack.
But you can just see this AM is not comfortable at all. He's always sitting at half health, and he can't harass the Timbersaw at all. He's always at full health on the Timbersaw. He'll probably need a rotation from the Wind Ranger soon. With that Javelin Focus Fire, he'll definitely be able to bring down the Timbersaw.
Again, Minos going to be chased a little bit. Chakram's out. He'll just blink away. Can't lock him down. just taunting them.
Yeah, well, if you can't farm it, it's going to cause some mental damage.
Yeah. No, not just have a bit of a dance to that top lane. Now there's a bit of a group up. Thunder Predator, they've got 2 heroes up there. 4 now with the TP in.
He has Rolling Thunder.
Mad, gonna be targeted. Shark off the mark. Moves. Still gonna chase him down. Does have the tag team. He might actually reach him as well. Mad is gonna be able to get away, but now the Swashbuckle and Rolling gonna be cancelled.
Nice Impale.
Nice stun. Moose is out of there. Back down to the bot lane.
So big at level 6. With +1, they could potentially be able to kill this troll. They would need the Wind Ranger, who is so far being quite passive. He's kind of just chilling in mid lane farming. His BKB queued up right now.
You say passive, he has got 4 kills.
Sure, but that was mostly because people rotated onto his lane.
That's fair.
Tis mine.
I really would like to see him rotate to the Timber Saw and kill him. Potentially, we have to see if he's gonna assemble the Maelstrom or not. Probably will. Was it a BKB queued up? Maybe it was just another debate for me.
Right, Alvin, be careful. 10-minute rune, not gonna spawn down bot, but he is gonna zip in on through the Pango, but a nice snowball again. Moves saving the day onto the Storm. They won't have the lockdown, and instead it's on the Mad. And
Easy kill the line there. It was a very good snowball, dodging the Impale on 2 heroes.
Good.
Resulting in a pretty free line kill. Wind Ranger? Nope, not a debate. He's actually going BKB. The Javelin has been locked. No Maelstrom for him.
Middle tower is under attack.
That makes enough sense though, right? Because the Javelin gives you enough bonus damage. The BKB is going to make it so nobody can really kill you. Seems to make enough sense here for Leo style.
Radiant's bottom
It's mostly
tower
because
is
of what
under
I said
attack.
before. That the Storm with Orchid really just kills you if you don't have this BKB. So it makes a lot of sense. I like this item quite a bit. It doesn't let you scale as well, but at least you're going to be safe. Because in the end, it's still your aim that you want to protect the mix space for.
At mid lane, Frank goes in for a casual swatch. The P looking pretty happy to just spend some time farming, and Aster, of course, are going to pretty much replicate the same. I mean, Monet is nowhere near the Battle Fury yet either, so you want to spend that time on the troll. Just make sure you get that farm up.
Both carries actually quite under-farmed here. Big winner so far is really the Wind Ranger, sitting at 6k net worth. Very well for himself. Storm struggling quite a bit.
On mid lane again.
Rolling Thunder!
Rolling Thunder indeed. Thank you for that, Mr. Black.
Dire's
I do
middle
love your sound
tower is under
effects.
attack.
Mid tier 1.
That's another free tier 1 tower. I say another, the
Dire's
first
middle
free tier 1 tower for the Wind Ranger as well. He's coming
Radiant's top
very
tower
close to
is
his
under
BKB here.
attack.
Only needs 800 gold for them. After that, they pretty much only have exorcism that goes through it.
Be a very tough scenario for the side of Aster. Once that timing is up for Leo, and he found a DD rune to bird. This is going to be very painful now. Leo, anytime he wants with that DD rune, he's going to be able to just find a pick off, maybe even 2. He gets the lockdown. It's a matter of who he wants to go for.
A lot of damage coming out from his Wind Ranger. Can he still kill the Timber Saw is the question, though. With that hood, not going to be an easy task. Diving the Phoenix here, but he has Egg.
Easy kill for XXS. Now rotations are there. Frank washing Lan M. Shackles out. Doesn't really latch, but they get the kill instantly. Leo unstoppable now as they go for more, but a great earth spike there from Mad. White Album right onto the Pango. They will get rid of Frank in 2 moves. They want the tusk, but a great chance to block the way. Now XXS is not too far. Focus fire out. The Shackle's going to lock him down. XXS needs some help, but they've got the control.
You weren't so
Leo,
damn dead, I'd shoot you again.
he's 7-1-1 now. This Wind Ranger looking
Dire's
very
top tower
scary.
is under attack.
BKB up and just 100 gold. The tag team focus fire combination way too strong. Coupled with the Javelin.
Radiant's
Much damage
middle
coming out. And now
tower is
AM
under attack.
getting all the space in the world. Almost up to his Battle Fury. But of course, Troll is very close to his own as well.
Thing is though, as the troll, you can't really keep up with the AM, right? AM with that inbuilt mobility could just blink around the map. It's We're pushing lanes, farming neutral camps. The troll, it does farm fast with the Battle Fury, but obviously not as fast as the Anti-Mage.
It's gonna be tough, yeah, but the thing is, just how the matchup works, you need to be one item ahead of the troll as Anti-Mage, because otherwise you're not gonna fight him like ever. If you ever get rooted, you're just pretty much dead. And it's just inherently a pretty damn bad matchup for Anti-Mage, unfortunately.
That is fair.
And this Pangolin is actually really far behind the net worth. It's only at 3.5k, same net worth as a Tusk pretty much.
Yeah, Frank's had a tough game so far.
Snowball, very deep.
Towards the north, moves. Leo gonna move in, shards out. They really enjoy going after Mad. Mad this time is gonna be able to get himself out.
Has been killed.
Nice career pickoff. Just one swipe is all it takes. Chopping some onions.
With that,
Dire's
Enos now
top
just
tower
gonna
is under
keep
attack.
farming up, and Battle Fury is there. Yasha gonna be farmed up now. Look at Monet, still trying to get that Battle Fury up himself. Almost has it, getting close enough. Bot lane, they're gonna start the push. Rolling Thunder though has been committed by our Pango Frank.
Dire's top tower.
Go right after Lan M. Forced away from the G1, but on the left side, they started another team fight. The X is going to come out of time. White Album, he's going to try and focus it down, but moves. He's in to try and protect. It's not going to be enough. He'll get another. Move down. The Predator Leo style now going to be targeted.
Big mana
void out. The damage from Minos kills off White Album. They do still get Leo style. Lan M, he's the one on a triple.
And a +5 DP, we've seen it time and time again. It's not a hero that you can just kill easily, and this Exorcism is just dealing so much damage. Out of all heroes in the team fight, DP actually dealt the most damage from the Dire side. Like, how silly is that? Coming out from your +5. And that's exactly why DP is being picked first phase pretty much every game, all banned. Ridiculous amount of damage output.
It is rather silly, I do agree. Pretty ridiculous. Top lane, Frank, he
is under attack.
wraparound. Add. The Hex, Frank trying to juke this one out with the fog. Isn't going to get away. The Earth Spike is there, and White Album zips right in, and Mad will take the forward the finger. Nice little rotation there from Mad on the line.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Now, White Album to just get that Orchid timing a little bit faster. I say that it has been a little bit late. Still bot lane. MJZ waits for the Icarus time, does get away, and now here comes Leo. He wants to focus fire into the shackle, but does he have the damage output this time? He won't have a DD rune, but he will have a Minos. So go in after this Timber with no mana left, but XXS, he is still a very tanky boy. It's coming slowly. Battle shot out now. XXS has so many arrows in his back. Minos, he'll just take it with the Mana Void.
AM, one of the better heroes against Timbersaw as well. Sitting at like 0 out of 1200 mana. So like, he has a lot of really good mana void targets this game. DP, Storm, Timbersaw, potentially even Lion, but he's never really low on mana to begin with. AM is a hero that can take over this game. He has some good matchups, but he has to be very careful. If he ever gets caught up by a Silence or Hex, he'll be in trouble.
(13-8), 1k no worth lead for Thunder Predator. Leo has gone back to the Maelstrom now, by the way. Needs that Mithril Hammer up, but is very close. We'll have it after this creep wave.
Yeah, just the most efficient damage item you can get for that price, as well as your scaling tool. Helps you clear creep waves and creep camps that much faster. Locked up by 4 here. Exclude the AM.
Predator. It's down. Put it away.
Dire are scanning.
Oh, Aster, they are heading down towards that tier 1 bot
Radiant's
tower
bottom
again.
tower is under attack.
Exorcism is out. We haven't seen how much damage he dealt last fight.
Dire's middle tower
Did.
is under attack.
It's going to hold the triangle. In fact, Leo's found another double damage rune. He's going to go pick that up
Last
instead.
Maelstrom as well. Gonna be a lot of damage coming out from this rune range in the next team fight.
Has fallen.
Or potentially even Roshan. Yep. Going to
Dire's
rotate
top tower is under
to see if
attack.
Aster can sniff it out.
We're not going
Or if even
anywhere.
time, even if they sniff it out.
Focus fire and the double damage. It's a very quick process. Of course, the tag team there from Moose as well.
Will
John
shine
gone now.
into the
18.5 minutes in. Leo will take it.
Leo is the guy that
Radiant's
will be in the
bottom
fights right now.
tower is
AM still
under
wants to
attack.
split push, so it makes a lot of sense that the AM does not get the
Dire's
ages.
top tower
Good
is
check
all
kill, but
that
no focus fire.
Dire's structures are
Mana,
fortified.
they have the damage.
Radiant's
Punch him
bottom
right in the
tower is under
ribcage. Well, I
attack.
guess he doesn't really have one. What did he punch?
Who knows, man? Who knows? Top lane. They are going to go in onto Minox. That's a big pick-off. They got the Orchid. They'll get the
Radiant's
kill.
bottom
White
tower
Album.
is under attack.
Make use of it immediately.
That's kind of what we were hinting at. You know, pre-Mantle style, Storm is a really good hero against Anti-Mage.
How far is the Manta, though? He needs just about 1,000 gold. He's not actually too far off it.
This death,
Radiant's
though, setting
bottom
him back
tower
quite a bit.
is under attack.
Would have probably had it by now if she didn't die there. Fortunate death, but still stomachable, I'm sure. Even an English word. Who knows? We're creating our own.
The P. I'm moving inside triangle again. Meanwhile, XXS just split pushing the bot lane. Monet hanging around him. But mid lane, they're looking at Lan M.
Radiant's bottom
He's an
tower
important
is
player
under
in
attack.
team fights. He needs to be taken out. Like, he's not very tanky, but he deals a ton of damage. So he's the main focus here of the Radiant, as well as the Lion, really. We will need a fast MKB from this troll, maybe even right after the BKB. Because otherwise this Wind Ranger, who's now going for Magnum Scepter, is not going to die. Maybe even Bloodthorn on the Storm, you know? But they need one way. Pierce that evasion.
Certainly agree with that. Monet for now, he just wants the BKB up to be able to actually get involved in these team fights. Top lane, Matt playing with
very
fire. They
aggressive
know
here.
he's around there. Yeah, they'll make the jump in. He's still hiding, but now they'll see him. Next back retweet. Icarus died through, Matt. Can you really juke them out? No, he cannot.
Such sorcery
Very
shall
Almost
not
say
avail.
Matt is a bit mad that he did that. Ha.
Any XDs in the chat? Any XDs? Frank, focus fire. Leo, nice shackle. They've got Lan
Dire's
M.
top tower is under attack. Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Still going very well. Like, Aster, they haven't really found their timing at all yet with this draft. It just feels like Monet, before that BKB, he just can't really do anything.
Dire's top tower
And
is
his
under
team
attack.
doesn't really want to play without him. It seems like his bot lane now, XXS. Again,
Radiant's bottom tower.
gonna be chased down. Shards are on target.
Dire's top tower is under
Moose actually
attack.
blinks right up to the high ground to get a D-ward off instead. Force XXS away from that bot lane, at least for a bit.
Now it's gonna be really hard to catch his aim with that Manta style. No blink on Lion yet. He's really the only one that can initiate on him. Said Troll does not feel comfortable fight without his BKB. He will have it in 600 gold, but even then, this Wind Ranger can make quick sushi out of this Troll. He can't fight back.
White Album, he's got Frank. Ray will be enough. That Menon, he jumped in.
Dire's
Shackles
middle
again
tower
out.
is under attack.
Matt, we get the Lion kill.
Radiant's bottom
And immediately
tower
they
is
are
under
into the
attack.
tier 2 tower. Getting very confident with that Manta pickup from Menon. I don't blame them.
Dire's middle tower has fallen.
Power trying to make good use
Radiant's
of it. Of
bottom
course,
tower
it ages
is
some
under
Wind Ranger.
attack.
Still a big problem for
What's
Aster
the
as well.
BKB TP?
Radiant's bottom tower has fallen.
Huh.
The 10-second BKB charge gone now for XXS.
I mean, BKB on Timber anyways, is not an item we usually see. I love it this game though, against both the AM as well. As the Pangolier and Wind Ranger makes a ton of sense. Maybe we'll even help him to kill that egg. High pressure situation.
Perhaps. Start. Up in that mid lane, I don't see any smokes on anyone. One in Lan M's backpack. They aren't going to commit yet.
Who's
It
scouting
says,
them out?
get to the high ground. Moose is being very patient.
He has no
Get the
BKB right
for
now.
his team.
But
He does not, but they
They're
won't
patient.
initiate.
patient youngster. Oftentimes patience is your best weapon. My advice for all the young people down there.
Were you saying to me, were you calling me youngster, Mr. Black?
No. You're an ancient man. Both in Dota and in Age.
Yeah. It's all over for me. My time is up.
Yeah.
There's... Yeah. Leo. Down to the bot lane. MNZ is hanging around.
He has to be a bit careful here.
Gonna be there too. That he does. It's a very kind of deep farming area for MNZ. Just dive out, Sunray. Now they are trying to chase him down. Shackles onto the land. Just to hold him. While MNZ will get focus fired. He pops his own BKB. Mad, he gets the Hex off into the Earth Spike. MNZ just wants to run with this BKB. Poor old Mad has been caught again, but they want land M first. They want that DP ultimate gone. There's a lot of damage on Moose, but he won't mind for now. He'll get the kill still onto the Phoenix. They'll get another. MJZ's gone. White Album, how much more can he get done? Success. Onto Frank, slide in, close him up. MNZ now with the battle plans and the Hex out. They'll be able to get Minos. Get the AM. That's how they kite that very well.
Bye! They do. They outplay ThunderP quite a bit here, and you can just see this AM. If he ever blinks in on the troll, he pops his ult, his aim is just gone from this game. Like, he needs to make sure he cuts the backline rather than blinking on top of the troll, because it's very risky. Like, if you ever get rooted, you're just gone.
Going again. One album. Zip away. Leo Stars will go to the shackle, but now the Hex is there, Matt. Trying to protect the snowball in from Moose to save the day, but not for long. They still got Leo Stars, and now they've got Cherry on top. They found the task. White Album will take both kills for himself.
Stupendous! In way too deep here, giving away 2 more freebies. Need to be careful here. Aster recovered quite well. They're now 2k ahead. Previously, ThunderP was at 3k. And as I said, like this troll is going to be a big problem soon. Once he gets up all his items here, what's going next for the Basher, and will not be able to touch him anymore. It's only the Wind Ranger that can deal with him at this point.
Actually going to be very effective. Minos and a Predator, they're hanging around that mid C1, trying to maybe defend, but it'll be way too late for that. Aster more than happy to back off. They got what they came for.
AM building into an Abyssal though. Once that's up, very efficient at just taking out the backline. Like, even the Storm, he did not choose to itemize for a Lincoln Sphere, so the Abyssal Blade is gonna be very effective against him as well. Ranger, finished Aghanim Scepter, is pretty much immune now to the Troll Warlord.
MNZ, that's position. He will actually blink the other way. Leo is making his way up. They want to find Leo going straight in onto land. But the silence is out. They've got Minos as well. The head to the man will lock him down. They get him again. Shackles, Focus Fire onto land. Ember at least get a DP for their trouble, but Aster, they definitely want to fight now. Moves will try to snowball, but it is not looking great for him. White Album.
Now that's triple kill for White Album. Second fight in a row where he got one. He's getting absolutely massive. AM dying again. Pretty out of position there.
Middle tower is under
and
attack.
Suddenly Troll overtook him in the net worth chart.
Real big problems here for ThunderP. What do you think they need to do? I mean, you look at that graph, that is, that's a large dip. You think they need to calm down a bit, ThunderP?
I've calmed down for sure, but you know, it might not be like smart team fight anymore at this point. They have a lot of potential to pick up here. There's Blink Dagger on the tusk. You can see AM getting Hexley out of position. Just gets absolutely blown up. Good zipping by the Storm. Mad. Very good initiation here. And all they lose is a DP.
Bottom tower is under attack.
They gladly take the trade any day of the week.
Has been killed.
It kind of goes back to what you were talking about, Black. You did mention you'd rather see the AM not kind of blink in first, but just wait it out a bit and go into the back lines. But it does seem like the last 2 team fights, Minos has the first one in with that blink, and it always kind of ends up not working out as they go in again. Frank now getting very low. They've already got Leo style moves. He disappears. Onto the egg they go. MJZ, he will survive. That's going to be a 3 Roshan for Aster.
Yeah. It's just, we have seen quite a bit of AM games in the tournament where AM just feels like non-factor. And I said it at the start, like, he doesn't have the greatest core matchups here other than Storm. So he's struggling quite a bit to find his footing in this
Sean
place,
has
or in this
fallen
game
under
rather. Even though he had a pretty
Immortality
free game. Aim is not a hero that can really play from behind, and now he's behind the troll, who is already counter matchup.
White Album, I mean, he went for this grittier build-up going into the Aghanim Scepter, but it's going to work out at this rate, the way things are going. Very
I'm a little
influential
bit
here from White
concerned
Album.
also for the Wind Ranger here. He had a magnificent game earlier on, right? But the last 2 or 3 team fights, he couldn't really do a whole lot. You know, it's his Aghanim Scepter, his focus fire is getting interrupted quite nicely, and he just can't stay on a target.
Massive problem here. Aster, very good in game 1. Hey, going back for the Basher, he actually chose to go for the SNY first. Makes enough sense. Basher just seemingly unnecessary at the moment.
Yeah,
Even has that power
the
sword
best
you
troll
love to
items.
talk about.
Yeah, I mean, this troll is gonna be an absolute nightmare to deal with. With the Saint Yasher and then soon to be the Basher on top of that.
Haste!
Well, once he gets a pistol blade, he can blow up anybody he jumps on.
They found out Mad, but they are going to jump in anyway. White Albert, who do you go for first? Warlord punches him down. He'll BKB and zip away. Frank trying to get a Rolling Thunder out. We're going in again. Man M forced BKB himself.
Dire's top tower
Maybe it.
is under attack.
He did not find the initiation, Aster. Back off, get a reset, and maybe go back next time.
Post 5 DP
Tis
actually
mine.
finished BKB already. Silly. And an early triple kill really set him off to a very good start. And now, it kind of feels like his DP is another core, you know? Can't just blow him up, and he's gonna deal a ton of damage in teamfights too.
He is.
Go for my armor.
What do you do about this if you're ThunderP? I mean, it's 7k worth of a net worth deficit now for this Radiant side. Aster really giving it to him so far.
Feels like as though
Smoke
there's
up.
too many targets to focus. Like they need to kill the Storm, they need to kill the DP, they need to kill the Troll, the Lion. Like they're all priority targets, but you have to choose. You only have so many abilities to really go through all of them.
Oh, they're still smoked up as 3.
AM picked up a BKB
Across
now.
the map.
The dusk is always
I think
ready.
good timing. He's going to have it in time for this team fight when it does break out. Smoke will break through. He will break it on XXS. Sunray already out. Now MNZ again jumping in. That is a dangerous way to do it, but he does throw one up. XXS is gone. Benet could not hold down the AM. Instead, we'll get moves, and now Lan has gone a little bit too far himself, but White Album will zip in right back after that.
But he's all alone, his team left.
He is not dying.
Okay, he had enough mana to get out. Slight miscommunication there, it looked like. His entire team was disengaging while he was zipping in. But he ended up not going down. No flame from us.
Indeed. Still
You saw that
very
AM though,
confident
right?
smoker.
As soon as he popped Battle Trance, that AM died like in a matter of seconds. Well, it didn't really die. He had to leave the fight in like 1 second, even though he popped BKB. And now the Troll as a basher. So next time you get a lucky bash, this AM is gone.
It's a big problem. They really haven't found an answer. You haven't got any halberd carriers right now on the side of Thunder Predator. You haven't really got anything else to stop him apart from the shackles, the snowballs, maybe even the rolling thunder. Really nothing in the way of just directly countering the troll.
Yeah, at least through his BKB.
Any-
The only thing they have is a punch right now. I would love to maybe see Aghanim Scepter at some point on his tusk, just to kind of kick away the troll during his BKB. Because once this troll BKB is down, they will have quite an abundance of ways of dealing with him. Another big smoke up here.
Aster. It's 5. Move in.
Aghanim Scepter picked up on the Storm.
Over here!
Leo, he sees it, but a zip in. White Album, he's got the vortex with the wind run. One pop this time, and now the snowball. He's going to save the day. Turning back around with the Warrior's Punch. Rolling Thunder going on. Monet. BKB Battle Trance. Not really doing too much, but he does at least kill off the task. They'll get moves, but that's about it. Not quite what they wanted.
+4 traded here. And yeah, he was hoping for a lucky bash in the Anti-Mage with the Battle Trance. Did not happen. So it looked a bit silly running after the Pango there. Not far enough out of position to be able to taken down by Thunder Predator here. Going into the MKB next on Troll. So he just wants to be able to kill that Wind Ranger. Who's really the biggest problem for him? Like, once the Wind Ranger is gone, this Troll will be the king of the game.
You are getting to that point though where you're going to have the Abyssal Blade on Minos, and he's getting fairly close. In fact, TP it over to the triangle again. I'm pretty sure he wants to pick up the Vanguard to finish it off, and there you go. And that could be somewhat
right away.
problematic for this Troll.
Definitely. I mean, he's gonna focus on killing the supports and the Storm first, but the Troll will definitely have a lot more problems now fighting him.
White Album, gonna break the smoke. He zipped in, but zips right back up. With the silence on
He's out of mana.
Okay, gonna save for now. XXS tackle gonna be there. Doesn't really last until 3. Mad comes in now with Lana, but the Rolling Thunder out from Frank. X committed. They have already blown up 2. Leo is down with Mers, and Minos gonna move in. Does blow Mad up. That's it. Frank.
That also died.
He's gonna make it.
Frank makes it out barely. And yeah, they had a little fight there on the side, the Anti-Mage versus Troll, which Anti-Mage did not look too happy with. Had to leave, like the little puppy, tail between his legs.
What would you even say that, Black? What would you compare the man to a little puppy?
Not the man, but the Anti-Mage. Face of Troll.
Ah. What's your favorite hero, Black? Well,
It is my favorite hero, but
Radiant
that's also why I
scanning.
know that at this point in the game, there's not a whole lot you can do, unfortunately.
Counts out. He's gonna man power it off.
So really, AM's job now is jump the backline, kill the line, potentially the DP, maybe the Storm if you get lucky, and leave the Troll to the Wind Ranger. Because otherwise, if you ever fight them, you get bashed, and the backline is not dead, then your team is gonna pay the price for that.
Aster just feels like they just need to not make any mistakes. Things will go
Yeah, just
pretty
don't make any
smoothly for
mistakes,
them.
guys. That's how you win Dota.
Come and fight.
Stop it, Black. How dare you? Moves. The move in, XXS, chains forward.
Troll, now the MKB. So Wind Ranger is in a lot of danger if he ever gets on top of her.
Dire are scanning.
More damage on Monet to boot.
Illusion.
Monet, does he want to wait for his own Abyssal Blade? It does feel like they are very strong. He has queued up the Abyssal.
It will all come
Around
down to
mid.
the initiation. Like, if Aster gets a really good Storm initiation or Line initiation, they'll take the fight quite easily, and vice versa. If they can burst the priority targets of Aster, the fight should be quite easy for Thunder Predator too. At this point, it's all about who goes first and on what target.
Wrap around the Dire jungle. No. I run into Moose. He's gonna walk the other way. Smoke's not really gonna lead to much. Aster kind of hoping somebody goes to farm that top wave, but nobody's showing up.
Roshan, back in 20. Be the next point of contest. Tension, rather. You're not pushing out the bot lane to prepare for that. Tier 4 items also just arrived. They don't have a single one yet on the Radiant side. You need to farm up those Ancients. Maybe get lucky.
Zip in. They are looking to blow up MJZ, and they do. Very quickly with that finger.
Oh, Spell Prism here right away. Best tier 4 item in the game found by Radiant. Plus the Pentash Sword also for the AM. Getting some really good drops here.
Prism is pretty nice to have for sure. They've given that over to Leo Style, so his cooldown's much shorter, and with the Academ Scepter and 2 charges of Windrun, you can basically permanently Windrun now as Leo Style. The thing is, like you said, the MKB's already up for Monet, so it's not going to have as much impact as it used to. Blaster. Get out the Roche, shards. Pop Roshan in. Smoke out,
up here.
They want to take a fight. Couriers are going to scan out the
All the
pits.
couriers
They
are coming
can't
in.
Start the Roshan again. Every single one. XXS will chain forward onto Frank. They'd love to get started with this Pango. He does have an A on disc now. Get it.
No way, bursting down through an A on this.
Radiant's courier has been killed.
Posturing aggressively. Holding Thunder.
Immediately in onto the troll. MNZ is completely out of mana. He's still going to try and fight. The snowball is there. They have the troll, and they will kill off MNZ. Troll is gone. He makes it happen, but now White Album. He's going to try and turn this one around. LANM already falling low. They're trying to get Frank back on the AM, but LANM is going to die.
Is that it?
The Predator, they want more. They see its success.
Wait,
It's going to be just
disengage.
fine, but the Roshan's the way of the Radiant.
Dire's
Should
bottom
be
tower is under
super
attack.
fast rolls as well. And as we said, it's all about initiation. They jump the troll before he gets BKB off. Gets blown up immediately. Without troll, there's no way in hell he can win any fight. It was completely one-sided. I never expected the fight to go this bad. For Dire here. You have to be much more careful with the positioning. Now, Agent she's up.
Power is mine.
Refresher.
Pressure shot. Probably for the Phoenix, potentially the Pangolier.
I think that was going to work out for Minos, but straining the mana of MNZ. He didn't even bother trying to pop his BKB. He had no mana. He had no way of recovering that mana.
Yeah,
it was a very easy time as soon as MNZ was dead.
Bounty.
I mean, as soon as MNZ is dead, like half of the damage output is gone. Like DP, sure, but at this point, it's not really the DP that is the damage anymore. E-Blade now picked up on the Anti-Mage, just to make sure you can kite troll a little bit. I like it quite a bit.
I have bunting for you.
Now that the Daedal
Dire's
is
top
on
tower
AM,
is under attack.
bringing out all the strange
Dire's
items.
structures are fortified.
Oh.
See, Minos' build's got Black's approval. Always good.
Of course,
Dire's top tower is under attack.
every build is good on Anti-Mage. There's no bad item on him. Don't add me though.
Lysa mid lane, zip in, right in onto the Pango. Frank, the Aeon disc is going to save him. Oh, he's so fast! Jump in immediately onto the storm. Minos just trying to get the biggest target. They won't quite kill White Album yet. XXS trying to save the day. Frank rolling through. Minos, he's quite low.
Radiant's
Don't
courier
lose the Aegis. MNZ, the spy there from Leo. It'll be enough. Faster they
Good
do
fight.
get the Aegis at least.
Yeah,
that'll be enough for them.
Aegis. Next time, AM dies again, he won't have that. So definitely a very good fight here for Aster. They have to make absolutely sure that this troll is protected. He needs to get his BKB off, he needs to get his battle trance off in order for them to win any sort of fight here. Have you seen that Wind Ranger with Shadow Blade as well as a Wind Run? Yeah, I think he had like something silly close to 900 MS. He was speeding around like a madman.
900.
Yeah,
It's,
very balanced.
Very balanced.
I know. Maybe he'll do it again.
Hope so.
Oh, there it is. Oh, he didn't Wind Run. Disappointing. I'm sure we'll get to see it again. Time is ready. Up for
All
the
items
storm.
now pop up.
Dire's bottom
Perfect
tower
item for
is
him.
under attack.
Still very patient. MNZ very close to the Abyssal Blade, but it will leave it with no buyback gold. He does buy it out now.
Dire's
think you just go all in.
structures are fortified.
You need to have the Abyssal Blade for fighting power. You need to be able to jump on top of the Wind Ranger. He's a big problem. You're pretty much the only one who can deal with her at this point.
Power.
And this pop. With that flamethrower. It's such a weird addition. They just like start burning trees.
In, XXS, wants to blink away, now to zip in. White Album, he is dead. Minos, he gets through the HP pool. MNZ, he already battle trans. He can't buy back on the storm. Minos, he's got a double kill already, and they're just hiding us around this beam fight. Lean forward, XXS still wants to fight, but the stun is there. He's very low on mana now. LANM, case down first. The Glimmer, however, save the day in Minos. He is not done. He's trying to find another target. But he's going to come back in, but there's the egg now out. He's behind the AM. And the shackles on LANM is going to mean he's gone.
You deserve it.
They want to keep going. Can't blame them.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
No, not a really well executed team by Thunder Predator here. Trying to hit Storm without Lincoln Sphere. Like, you need a Lincoln Sphere as Storm against an Anti-Mage pretty much every game, but he chose not to go for it. Hasn't queued up now, but it's probably a bit too late. Gets caught up before his BKB, and just completely blows him up. That's why that's considered one of the better matchups. Such a tough game for Aster to win from this point on here. They just have so much mobility on Radiant. Literally every hero of theirs has at least one mobility spell. Jumping in.
See with the head, there's your visual out again. Minos just going straight up the line. Look at the damage down on MNZ, but he's got at least the root out, but it's not enough. MNZ's gone. Leo is trying to up the XXS. They're trying to kill off Minos, but he's just not dying. He's right out of there. Shackles, not gonna land, but they have so many stuns with Frank. XXS still being baited towards the AM. I guess he really has no choice. He'll just die. And Thunder Predator is suddenly going high ground. Unless White Album makes a miracle happen, but White Hard by himself.
Is now at unstoppable territory, and they're going straight for the tier 4. Renee has to buy back right away.
The buyback. Oh, they found the Storm.
Caught on again. No buyback.
Was an act of charity.
Oh boy, White Album.
GG here.
It may just be 2 versus 5. At least 40 seconds before man is back up on the line at least.
Dire's middle
The Predators, they're going to play it safe. They're trying to go for the Megas.
This time not going for the drone. There's nothing those two heroes can do by themselves. They'll just have to watch and see if they step up like a little bit too far. Aim is going to jump them with a Missile Blade. They're gone. Stay back, guys. Stay back. Maybe they'll get one more chance at this game.
Very careful, Aster. Watch their buildings just fall their eyes. Very tough start.
Dire's top barracks are under
No
attack.
chance of being able to defend this final lane of barracks.
Dire's top barracks has fallen.
Ranger is too big.
Dire's top
Anti-Mage
barracks
is too
has
big.
fallen. The Radiant now have Mega.
Wait for Aster to stop them at this point. Like, it's just much easier for Thunder Predator to find a good initiation, because as I said, like, all of the heroes have some sort of mobility. It's very hard for heroes like Lion, Timbersaw, even Death Prophet to really be able to do a whole lot about it.
What do you do if you're Aster?
Faster.
You get back into this game now. How do you come back from the Megas? Well, in fact, hold that thought. They're going to go in. On the top, he will survive. Minos, looking by himself. He's blinking into the dive base. That's not your home server, Leo style. He's already got land F. And committed.
Yeah, 25% cooldown reduction talent, by the way. Plus Spell Prism.
You're not
Focus Fire
going
on an
anywhere.
18 seconds cooldown. Sounds good.
Oh. That makes enough sense. It's like you're just right-clicking, right? But
Yeah,
at
same
max
thing.
attack speed.
Yeah, I mean, why not? 40% attack speed boost permanently? That sounds pretty good.
It's like value to me.
Still
Props to
quite
Frank, by the
defensive
way.
here on the Predator. Perhaps waiting for the next roach?
Nuts. Or just waiting for an opening. Still very
Running in
respectful.
circles here. Attack the vultures, you know, circling around you for the attack, running around the base, left and right,
look at
up
Frank.
and down.
Look at Frank showing off his Wind Waker.
Haunting a little bit, yeah.
Bounty.
Mental warfare is half the battle. If you're inside the head,
Chad
a very
move from
important
Frank
tool.
for sure. Aster.
You're not going anywhere.
Thank you very much for the sound effects again, Black. Very surprised
My
nobody's
pleasure.
reached out to give you a new job in, you know, some kind of sound effect business.
perhaps they
You're
have,
very talented.
but I'm on
Oh, they
a
have.
non-disclosure agreement here, so sorry. Disclose any information. Just have to
Can't wait
wait
to
and
hear the
see.
announcement. Will the vultures continue to circle Dire base? So they will hold for now. it's hard to imagine any game-changing items here. Like MNZ, he's trying to go for a satanic, but it doesn't really feel good enough.
It does not. If you're behind 26k, like you need some sort of rapier level of item. I feel like satanic, sure, sounds good on paper, you need some lifesteal, but in reality, really, like you need to kill people as soon as you get on top of them, and only a rapier helps you do that. Yeah,
That Roshan.
You are so damn damaged. You're
that
not
Aster
going
can really
anywhere.
itemize into here. Help them a whole lot. Just the vacancy on Storm would be a really big kicker. I don't think he can farm 2,000 gold in the next 2 minutes. And now the next Roshan has everything. Aegis, cheese, axe, the pressure shot. We'll take the
Immortality!
Tusk. Alright, I love it. Yeah, now he has to kick. Troll BKBs, focuses the target.
Not so
Give him away.
windy now.
Right where it hurts. And we all know where that is.
Wait, Black?
You have to find out yourself. I can show you when we meet. Don't worry.
Woke up, Thunder Predator. Go in, and really the only one on the front lines. They do go though. Bash, Earthline is there on the AM. Maybe they have the control, but no.
Waker.
Wind Waker. Saving the day. Now Leo Star with the focus fighter onto XXS. Rolling got it committed by Frank. Forcing the BKBs out from Aster. Minos. This is very confidently. He'll go on the map, and now the vortex. AoE vortex into a big earthquake with the snowball. The snowball again from Moons. Gonna not allow them to get anything done. The wind waker out, everything being used up. They just can't kill anyone. They'll get the Aegis at least. That was the battle test being used up from MNZ. He's still gonna try, but now Minos. He's back to the team fight. Right back on that troll, and MNZ's dead. XXS, they're trying to go back home, back to the fountain, but it is way too far away, and the GG